Another brutal crime, another life tragically cut short. I've seen my fair share of darkness. But the Camila Mitchell case had become more than just a case. It had become an obsession. Still chill me to the bone. Hello everyone, I'm Detective Jasin. Welcome to my channel, where I solve mysteries and crimes using logic and clues. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. So let's get back to our story. It started as a simple robbery gone wrong. A young mother, Camila Mitchell, was found stabbed to death in her home. Her husband, James Mitchell, was out of town on a business trip. He claimed he had nothing to do with the murder and that he loved his wife dearly. But I didn't buy his story. I sensed something was off about him. He had too many secrets, too many lies, too many motives. He was hiding something, and I was determined to find out what. I became obsessed with the case, working day and night to crack it. I collected every piece of evidence, every witness statement, every forensic report. I analyzed James's alibi, his finances, his online activity. I discovered he had a mistress, Nova Atkins, a young and beautiful woman who was his partner in crime and passion. She confirmed my suspicions. James wanted to get rid of his wife, to inherit her fortune, to start a new life with her. The more I learned, the more I became convinced that James wasn't just a cold-blooded killer. He was a man consumed by his own desires, a man who felt entitled to everything he wanted, regardless of the cost. He saw Camila not as a loving wife and mother, but as an obstacle in his path to happiness. He saw her as someone who stood between him and his new life with Nova. And, in his twisted mind, the only way to remove that obstacle was to eliminate her. This wasn't a robbery gone wrong. It was a calculated murder fueled by jealousy and rage. I had him. I had the proof. I had the motive. All I needed was the final nail in the coffin, his DNA on the murder weapon. But James was smart. He knew how to cover his tracks. He had an accomplice, a hired hitman who did the dirty work for him. He had an alibi, a fake flight ticket that placed him in another city. He had an influence, a powerful lawyer who defended him in court. He had an image, a charming and innocent facade that fooled the media and the public. He thought he had it all. He thought he had gotten away with murder. He was wrong. I didn't give up. I didn't let go. I didn't let him win. I tracked down his hitman, a low-life thug who went by the name of Snake. I cornered him in a dark alley and made him talk. He confessed everything. How James had hired him, how he had killed Camila, how he had planted the evidence. He also gave me a crucial piece of information. He had smoked a cigarette before leaving the house and had thrown the butt near the door. I rushed to the crime scene, hoping the cigarette butt was still there. I searched the area and found it. I sent it to the lab and waited for the results. They came back positive. It was James's DNA. I had him. I had the proof. I had the justice. I arrested James and brought him to trial. He tried to deny it, to lie his way out of it, to blame it on Snake. But it was too late. The evidence was overwhelming. The jury was convinced. The judge was decisive. James Mitchell was found guilty of murder and sentenced to life in prison. As I watched him being taken away, I felt a mix of emotions. Relief, satisfaction, pride, but also sadness, anger, pain. I had solved the case, but I had paid a high price. I had lost my friends, my family, my sanity. I had seen the worst of humanity, the evil that lurked in the hearts of men. I never forgot Camila. I visited her grave every year, placing a single white rose on her headstone. It was a small gesture, a token of my respect for the life that was so tragically cut short. And it was a reminder of the promise I made to myself, to never let the darkness win, to always fight for justice, no matter how long it took, no matter the personal cost. Thank you for watching this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe.